Once upon a time, in a bright and busy kingdom called Sunberry, there lived a little prince named Milo. He was only 8 years old, with curly brown hair, twinkling eyes, and a heart full of wonder. Prince Milo didn't care much for golden crowns or fancy feasts. What he loved most was walking through the village and talking to the people. One day, while playing by the castle wall, Milo noticed a little girl crying. "What's wrong?" he asked. "I lost my ribbon," sniffled the girl. "It was blue with silver stars. It was my favorite in the whole wide world." The little prince patted her hand. "Don't worry," he said. "I'll help you find it." So he looked around until he saw something blue caught in the castle wall. With a bit of effort, he retrieved the ribbon and returned it to the girl. "Oh, thank you," she cried, hugging it tight. "You're such a kind prince." Then she skipped away, humming happily. Milo beamed. Helping others made him happier than any crown or feast. One sunny morning, Milo peeked out of his castle window and saw something strange. The streets of Sunberry were mess of leaves, wrappers, and crumbs were everywhere. The royal cleaners were nowhere to be found. People tiptoed around the mess, whispering and frowning. He knew he should stay inside the castle, but something inside him just couldn't stand the sight of all that mess. So Milo tiptoed past the guards, pulled on his boots, and grabbed a broom. "I'll fix it," he whispered to himself. He swept the streets gently, humming a little tune. Some villagers stared. "Is that the prince?" one asked. "Why is he sweeping?" But Milo just smiled and kept sweeping. He swept near the bakery, where sweet crumbs danced in the wind. He swept near the fountain, where leaves floated like tiny boats. He even swept near the old library, where paper scraps whispered secrets. As he swept, something magical happened. The broom began to glow. A soft golden light shimmered around it. Milo blinked. "Oh," he said. "Is this magic?" Suddenly, a tiny voice giggled from the broom. "Hello, Prince Milo," said the voice. "I'm Bristle, the broom spirit." "You've awakened me with kindness," Milo gasped. "You can talk," "Yes," said Bristle. "But only to those who sweep with love, not pride." So Milo and Bristle, the broom spirit, swept every corner of Sunberry together. The streets sparkled. Flowers bloomed. Even the clouds seemed to smile. The villagers gathered around. "Why would a prince sweep the streets?" asked a little girl named Leela. Milo looked up and said, "Because every job matters. And kindness makes everything shine." Just then, the royal cleaners returned, surprised and grateful. They bowed to Milo, but he just laughed. "No need to bow," he said. "Let's sweep together." And they all did, laughing and chatting, turning what could have been a chore into a joyful celebration. From that day on, Sunberry had a new tradition. Every month, the villagers and the royal family swept the streets side by side. They called it Shine Day, and it became the happiest day of all. And Prince Milo? He kept his broom close, always ready to sweep a little kindness into the world. Once, a traveling queen visited Sunberry. She was known for her love of gold and jewels. She swept aside the petals and picked up a handful of shiny pebbles. "How lovely," she said. "These will look even better in my palace." But when she stepped on them, they scattered like sand. Oh, how annoying, she huffed, expecting the princess to do it for her. But instead, Prince Milo gathered the children and showed the queen how they turned pebbles into colorful mosaics, each one a tiny masterpiece. The queen watched, surprised by their joy. She felt something shift inside her, a longing for something more than just shiny things. As the children placed a last mosaic on the wall, the sky turned a brilliant blue, the sun shone brighter, and a rainbow arched across the castle, touching the tip of the tallest tower. The queen gasped. It was the most beautiful rainbow she'd ever seen. And she realized it wasn't the jewels, but the joy of giving that made things truly sparkle. From that day on, the queen added a bag of colorful pebbles to her royal supplies, bringing a bit of Sunberry's magic to every kingdom she visited. And that's the story of the prince who swept the streets, reminding us that no one is too small to make a big difference. Now, if you want to hear another enchanting tale about a very special broom, just click here and get ready to be swept away on a new adventure.